In this video, I collected every single statue out there in dead rails and put them on my terrain, and this is how my journey started. This was gonna be a big challenge, so I decided to go with survivalist. I got my normal money, I got a revolver and one piece of coal cause that's what I normally do, cause I don't really need any to find houses, but the game had other plans for me. I didn't get no houses for 3,000 meters, which was absolutely absurd, but the game offered me bandits. Now, these guys are really good sum of money if you sell them, so pretty good. But currently what I needed was fuel, not money. So, what comes with bandits? They're horses. So I kept one for my own personal use, and for the rest ones, I killed them. It sounds heartless, but I had to do it, guys. There was no fuel, there was no house. So after shoving all the horses down my fire hole, I moved. But the game still gave me no house till 6,000 meters. I was 6,000 meters in, no house, but hey, I found my another victim. Well, after finding another victim, it was nighttime. I was really hoping it wouldn't be a werewolf night, but it was a zombies night. Lucky for me. So I had my fuel problem solved. I killed at least 5 of these zombies, which was a really necessary part of the game. I would have been lost without them. So, hey, pretty cool, right? Now after moving, my very first house was a town. How is this? Even like it was close to 8,000 meters, which is absolutely absurd. So I looted the town. I couldn't really loot it properly, so the first few houses for the statues were actually lost. I did loot the bank though. Now, the big problem is that my health was actually not there, so what I had to do was leave. I collected the bodies outside the place, and yes, I fueled my train, the biggest issue I had for a while. And I moved on to the very first checkpoint with only one town in the pocket, no statues. So for the very first checkpoint, the statue count was absolutely 0. Which is pretty bad, but hey, what can you do? So after, taking all the loot I had and selling it, I got good amount of money, around 600 buckaroos, which I spent on weapons. Of course I need weapons cause it's gonna be impossible without it. So I got a rifle, I got a shotgun. All in all, life was good. The next obvious purchase for me was obviously gonna be healings, cause they are really necessary since I was pretty low, and I bought snake oil and some bandages, which was really nice. And since I had a lot of fuel issue, I bought coal. Hey, what a surprise, right? 8,000 meters, only a town. Wow, the start of the game, this is pretty crazy. Okay, yes, after ranting, this concluded my very first checkpoint, and I moved on with my journey to the next one. Now the game blessed me while moving really quick. I found a house, I got a bond and a silver, but nothing really valuable like statue that I needed from there, which is quite the predicament. But hey, I found 2 more houses, no loot. I went straight to the town raid. Now, towns are the only place which are actually gonna guarantee me statues, so I cleared them and got rid of the zombies over there, cause I don't like zombies, no one does. Alright, while clearing, it was clearly time for me to fight the werewolves at night, but I don't like spending any guns on them, so I just ran around. And the night was over. Yes, after the night, I got my very first bang and my very first statue. Let's go! Not very first bang though. Yes, I got 2 bangs, 1 statue. I was feeling good. It was a normal statue, not a silver or gold, but hey, a statue is a statue, and hence that completes my town raid. Now, while moving, I found a fortress. Pretty cool, but had no use cause no statues, so yes, my second checkpoint cleared. Now, I got some money, which was pretty good, which I was of course gonna spend on healing, ammo, and some general store stuff. So I got armor piece. Pretty nice. I wouldn't get much damage. And of course, coal. How can I forget the torment of fuel? and I decorated my very first statue. And next thing is I am moving on to my next 30,000 meters checkpoint. This was going to be a really good one since at the start I found a doctor. Now, which is insane. I didn't get no real luck with statue, but hey, I got bandages and snake oil. Then moving on to the next doctor, another snake oil, which is pretty good. But hey, please need more statues. Game. Okay, on to the next house, which gave me absolutely nothing but zombies. Okay, which wasn't really that good. Then I moved on to a furniture house, which gave me coal, a piece of coal, really nice. All right, yes. Then I moved on to a sheriff. Yes, absolutely nothing but crap. Yeah. That's my luck. Yeah, that's my luck. But how do you think I managed? You're not always gonna be that unlucky. So I moved on to the Stifler. I don't know what the town's called, and I thought this bank, the bank where you have to combine stuff, had a lot of stuff. And while checking the passcode, my one passcode fell through the game. I was like, how am I gonna open it? Cause I thought it might have statues, but I remembered it was number 4. So hey, it's a pretty quick loot. How I managed it, so you can see it. Blowing the dynamites, collecting the stone tablets, left, right, center. But hey, it was a nighttime. I didn't want to go there. So what I did was play around with the werewolves, go inside. So first of all, there's a tablet to the left. You take that. All right, pretty cool. Now move the barrels. You go to secret, place your 3 tablets that you have. Now, what you gotta do is you gotta blow this part up. Now, the next thing is really careful. Okay, now what you wanna do after blowing up is you don't wanna pick up the mask, cause it's gonna trigger a raid. You don't wanna fight werewolves over there. It's a bit of a hassle, and I don't really like it. I did take the gold though. You don't trigger a raid with that, but hey. No statues. I was really hoping for statues, but I still had some hope from the bank. Now, after doing this, looting everything I had, I moved outside to the bank. Yes, I opened it. But guess what? No luck. I got a lot of stuff, but no statue. I thought a golden statue would be really good, but hey, the game doesn't like me. Or maybe I'm just stupid, but hey, there was a town right next to it, and a pretty big one, a massive one at that. And the very first bank got me a statue and bonds, of course. Who doesn't like bonds? And some gold. Hell, that didn't matter too much. All right, yes. After that, I got my second statue. And then moving on to the third, I noticed that they have butt cracks. I didn't know that. Well, that was something. Then on to the 4th one. Then on to the 5th one. 6th, 7th, 8th. Then moving on to the golden statue, which was pretty nice. And that completed my town raid. A really successful town raid. Moving on to a small building. That didn't really matter. But hey, the town raid was really successful. 9 statues from one place, and my 30,000 meters was complete, giving me a lot of statues. You can see them clearly. The golden one is shining. All right, shining. My thumbnail wasn't fake. All right, guys, it had every single statue. I counted it. Okay, please. Yes, and the money sum, I got 1,000 plus gold, which was insane. So I bought a lot of coal, a lot of ammo, a lot of snake oil, and moved on to my next 40,000 meters and finding gunsmith straight away, which gave me a silver statue. So cool. You can see the statue cut up there. I don't remember what it is. So after that I moved on to my town raid, a small town actually, and I got my statue, a bank, and another statue. So in total I got 2 statues from that town raid. Pretty good considering it was a small town, but hey, I could ask for more, but I'm not gonna complain. And I got more coal from this coal mining place, right? It's mine place? What do you call it? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what do you call it. And I caught it some small houses. They didn't have much stuff, so I don't even want to bother showing you. And I don't know what can I say about these small houses. They matter. I have to see them, but you can't really be sure about that. So then I found a furniture place which gave me a gold. Not really valuable at the point. And another small house which gave me a silver statue. That's why these small houses matter a lot. Alright, you see why? Silver statue and under the normal statue, so good. Cause the video is about statues, yes. Normally I wouldn't be too excited, I just skip out on statues. But hey, this video I needed them. And I moved to the castle was right there. And I know one place that always has statues is the castle. So for the castle raid I had to spend night. Then moving on to the raid part, a lot of werewolves actually, so you gotta eliminate them all first, then it's not a big issue. Then there's vampires. For some reason they wanted to give me a jump scare. I don't know why were they hanging around when the statues were. Maybe they were expecting me to get the statues, you know, who knows. Alright, so I got 2 silver statues from there, which was pretty nice, and 1 gold, and a lot of bonds actually. I don't mind bonds. Bonds are really good. Now that all in all completed the castle raid, which was pretty good. But hey, that other stuff don't matter. I got 2 silver, 1 gold statue. Good stuff. So yes, this was good. After 20,000 meter, my luck started to pop up. My train started to fill up with statues, and I moved on to my next checkpoint. Encountering small houses, of course, on the way. I had to stop by every single place. A sheriff, I don't know, yes, but nothing really there. So moved on to the town raid, the necessary part. This was a big town. Honestly, I got a silver statue. I'm not gonna complain, I don't get much. But hey, so I got 2 statues from this town. I got 3 statues. I got 4. I got 2 silver, which was pretty nice. And what can you say? I got 5. Big towns have much more. So that's number 6. That is number 7. It's just can't ignore the butt crack for some reason. Number 8. So 8 statues. So nice. Really nice, right? Alright, yes. I really like it. I don't know if I'm miscounting it, but hey, let me know in the comments if I didn't miscount any statues there. Okay, now pretty good. Which clearly you can see back on my train how many statues I have gathered. So I moved on, encountering all the buildings, and I moved on to my 50,000 meter checkpoint. But hey, there was also a building right nearby. So you know what? I climbed there. I went inside the gunsmith. It was a gunsmith. Way weird. I don't normally see this, but hey, it had a statue. Pretty nice. Alright, pretty good. Now I moved on to the 60,000 meters. So I clearly had 50 to 60. That's 1, 60 to 70. That's 2, 70 plus. So I had 3 more towns, and I encountered a bandit camp. The bandit camp had nothing. But hey, the normal doctor place had more statue. Hey, stone statue. Nice. I just say normal because, yeah, it's normal. Who cares? Yeah, moving on to the town raid. It was a small town. What did you expect? I didn't get much statues. Actually, nothing. Then I move on to bandit camp. Another one. What did I get? Nothing. Pretty bad. Then I moved on to furniture, which had a golden painting. Oh my god. Doesn't matter. There was a laboratory nearby, and I know that place has some statues. I expected silver, but hey, I got normal or stone statues. I got 2 of them. Pretty good. Then moving on to a general store. Got nothing from there. And I moved on to my checkpoint. 60,000 meters. Alright, I was nearing to the end. My statue count was pretty high. I still don't remember how much I collected in the near end. Let me know. You know, I'll see the comments if you're watching this till now. Alright, so I moved on. Didn't have much things to buy. There was a mining place. I think I took some coal. I was hoping to find some statue because it can have some. But hey, who's gonna complain? The normal buildings, you know, I just run past them. Actually, I go in there. I spend my time. Hey, but moving on to the town raid. Now, this was a big town. I was hoping for some stuff. I did find a statue over there. And another one. But hey, the luck was always not good, but this time it was great because I found a gold statue. But I just found 3 statues in total there. Hey, I'm not gonna complain though. A golden statue, so cool. Now moving on to the end of the game, I found my very last town, and guess what? The town had a surprise for me. And it was a golden statue. Let's go! Okay, 2 more statues, yes. Another statue in the furniture shop. So I got a lot of statues there, I think around 5. But it wasn't over. I had still more statues to go because there were some buildings before I reached the end. Alright. Okay, let's move on. I didn't want to spend more time here, so I launched the crucifix out because I didn't need no money. I found a furniture shop. Yes, you see a statue. Then there was a sheriff as well. I think I got a statue from there. But hey, ignoring the part, I lined up all my statues for a thumbnail, of course. And all in all, these are my statues. So the statue count should be up there. And I hope you enjoyed the game, guys. I hope you enjoyed the journey you had with me about the statues, me talking about them and collecting them. So there's a lot more stuff. I could go with paintings and other stuff. But hey, if you did enjoy, let me know in the comments and I will be making those videos. And see you guys pretty soon.